Do you eat yogurt every day, believing it's keeping your bones strong? That's what most people, over 60, proudly tell me when I ask about their diet. I never skip my yogurt, they say, and it's true, yogurt should be one of the best, simplest ways to get calcium and support healthy bones. But here's something few people realize. Even the healthiest yogurt can lose much of its calcium power, up to 40%, simply because of a few small, everyday mistakes. Mistakes that quietly block your body from absorbing the calcium it needs, no matter how much yogurt you eat. Over the years, I've seen this pattern again and again. People who eat yogurt daily but still struggle with weak bones, muscle cramps, or brittle nails. They think they're doing everything right. But when we look closer, 5 little habits keep showing up. Habits that cancel out yogurt's benefits without anyone noticing. For example, some start their day with yogurt and coffee at the same time, not knowing caffeine can actually bind to calcium and reduce absorption. Others mix yogurt with fiber-rich oats, thinking it's a super healthy combo, when in fact, the fiber traps calcium before it ever reaches your bloodstream. Even something as simple as choosing the wrong type of yogurt or eating it at the wrong time of day can make a big difference. Now, the good news is you don't have to give up yogurt at all. In fact, when you make a few smart changes, that same bowl of yogurt can become a powerful daily tool for protecting your bones, improving digestion, and even supporting muscle health. So in this video, we'll uncover the 5 hidden yogurt mistakes that weaken calcium absorption after 62C, and I'll show you how to fix each one easily and naturally, using science-backed, senior-friendly tips. By the end, you'll know exactly which yogurt helps your bones the most, what to avoid pairing it with, and the best times to enjoy it, so your body truly benefits from every spoonful. Alright, let's begin with the first mistake, and it's one that happens in almost every household. Every single morning, most people over 60 start their morning with a familiar comfort, a warm cup of coffee or tea, often paired with a bowl of yogurt. It feels like the perfect healthy breakfast, light, easy to digest, full of calcium for the bones. But what most people don't realize is that this simple habit can quietly block the very calcium they're trying to absorb. Coffee and tea both contain caffeine and tannins, 2 compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption. Think of tannins as binders. They latch onto calcium in the yogurt, forming complexes that your body can't break down or use. In other words, your yogurt might still be rich in calcium, but much of that calcium never reaches your bones. Several studies have shown that when coffee or tea is consumed too close to a calcium-rich food, absorption can drop by as much as 20 to 30%. That may not sound like much, but if you do it every morning, day after day, your body consistently misses out on the nutrients your bones depend on. Over time, this can contribute to weaker bones, brittle nails, and even muscle cramps, issues many older adults blame on age, when it's really a matter of timing. Now, that doesn't mean you need to give up your coffee or tea. There's no need to cut out the small joys that make mornings enjoyable. The solution is much simpler. Just separate your coffee or tea from your yogurt by about 1 to 2 hours. If you like having coffee first thing in the morning, enjoy it, but wait an hour before eating yogurt. Or flip it. Start your day with yogurt and have your coffee mid-morning as a gentle energy boost. This small change allows your stomach to process the caffeine and tannins, so when you eat your yogurt, the calcium can be absorbed efficiently. For tea drinkers, it also helps to know that not all teas have the same effect. Black tea is highest in tannins, but green tea, chamomile, or herbal teas like rooibos or mint are much gentler on calcium absorption. So, if you really enjoy a warm drink with your breakfast, choose one of these herbal options instead. I remember one of my clients, a 68-year-old retired nurse who came to me puzzled. She ate yogurt every morning and rarely missed a day, yet her bone density tests showed gradual decline. After a few simple questions, we discovered she always had her yogurt with a large cup of black tea. We changed nothing about her diet except the timing: yogurt at 8 a.m., tea at 10 and within months, her calcium levels improved. She was amazed. I didn't eat any differently, she told me. I just ate smarter. That's the power of awareness. When you understand how small habits affect nutrient absorption, you gain control over your health again. So, if you're someone who enjoys both yogurt and coffee or tea, keep them both. Just don't pair them together. Give your body that short window of time to do its job. It's a simple shift, but one that can make every spoonful of yogurt truly count for your bones. Now that you know the first mistake, let's look at the second one. And it's something almost everyone does. In the name of healthy eating, it's about mixing yogurt with fiber-rich foods like oats, chia, or flax seeds, and why that well-intentioned combo might be quietly blocking calcium. 2. Many older adults are becoming more health-conscious than ever, choosing oats, whole grains, chia seeds, and high-fiber meals to support digestion and heart health. That's wonderful. But here's something most people don't realize. Having yogurt right after a fiber-heavy meal can actually block your body from absorbing the calcium inside it. Let's break that down simply. Fiber is an essential nutrient. It helps your gut stay healthy, keeps you regular, and balances cholesterol. But when eaten in large amounts, especially from bran, oats, or flax, fiber can bind minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc in your intestines. Imagine the fiber acting like a sponge. It absorbs and traps the calcium before your body has a chance to use it. So when you finish a big bowl of oatmeal or a salad full of seeds and then go straight for your yogurt, much of that calcium simply passes through your system unused. It's not dangerous, but it's wasteful. Your bones miss out on the benefit you were trying to get in the first place. This is one of the reasons I often see people who eat super healthy, still facing mild bone loss or fatigue. They eat the right foods, but in the wrong order or timing. Now, the fix is simple. Give your body a little time to process the fiber before adding yogurt. Waiting about 2 hours after a high-fiber meal allows your digestive system to move that fiber along and frees up space for calcium to be absorbed properly. If that sounds inconvenient, here's an easier option. Make yogurt its own small snack. For example, have your high-fiber breakfast oats or whole grain toast in the morning, and save your yogurt for a mid-morning or afternoon treat. You'll still get all the benefits of both fiber and calcium, but without them fighting each other inside your body. And when you do enjoy yogurt, keep the mix-ins light. Instead of heavy fiber add-ins like bran, chia, or flax, try calcium-friendly toppings. Soft fruits like bananas or berries, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. These add flavor and antioxidants without blocking absorption. I once worked with a 70-year-old gentleman who prided himself on his super breakfast. Every day, he mixed Greek yogurt with oats, chia, and flax seeds. He thought it was the ultimate healthy combo, but after months of this, his doctor noticed his calcium levels hadn't improved. Despite his efforts, when we separated the food's oats for breakfast, yogurt as a mid-morning snack, his results changed. He felt less bloated, and his bone density improved over time. Sometimes, it's not about eating more healthy foods, but eating them more intelligently. So, the takeaway here is simple. Fiber is great for your gut, and yogurt is great for your bones, but together, at the same time, they compete. Give them each their moment. By doing so, you allow your body to fully benefit from both, keeping your digestion smooth and your bones strong. Now that we've fixed the fiber mistake, let's look at the next one. A surprisingly common issue at the grocery store. Many people reach for low-fat or flavored yogurts, believing they're healthier, but those colorful cups often contain far less calcium than you think, and sometimes ingredients that block it even further. When you walk down the dairy aisle today, you'll see dozens of yogurt options: low-fat, fat-free, fruit-flavored, high-protein, even dessert-style yogurts. The labels sound healthy and modern, but here's the truth. Many of these light or flavored yogurts actually contain less calcium and more sugar than the plain, traditional kind. It's one of the most common traps I see people fall into, especially older adults who are trying to eat light or control their cholesterol. They choose low-fat yogurt, thinking it's better for their heart, but don't realize that when manufacturers remove the fat, they often also reduce the calcium content and replace the flavor with sugar, stabilizers, and artificial sweeteners. Why does that matter? Because both calcium and fat work together in digestion. A small amount of natural milk fat helps your body absorb fat. Soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which is essential for moving calcium from your food into your bones. When you remove all the fat, that process becomes less efficient. Then comes the second problem: added sugars and artificial flavorings. Many fruit-flavored yogurts contain up to 5 teaspoons of sugar per serving. Too much sugar can create inflammation and alter your gut environment, which affects how well nutrients, including calcium, are absorbed. And artificial sweeteners, they can change your gut bacteria in ways that make your digestion less efficient, even if they cut calories. So, while those colorful yogurts look appealing, they often deliver less nutrition and more chemicals than your body needs. Here's what I recommend instead. Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt. Ideally Greek-style or natural set yogurt. These options typically contain higher calcium, more protein, and fewer unnecessary additives. You can always sweeten it naturally at home with a few slices of fresh fruit, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. That way, you control what goes in, and your body gets real, usable nutrients. If you find plain yogurt too tangy at first, start by mixing half plain and half flavored yogurt for a week or two. Your taste buds will gradually adjust, and soon you won't miss the extra sugar at all. Another helpful option is to look for yogurt that's fortified with vitamin D. Since vitamin D boosts calcium absorption, this combination helps ensure that what you eat actually strengthens your bones, not just fills your stomach. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, a 72-year-old woman, was frustrated that despite eating yogurt daily, her bone scans kept showing low calcium levels. When we reviewed her diet, she was eating fruit-flavored yogurt 3 times a day, thinking more is better. We switched her to 1 serving of plain Greek yogurt, fortified with vitamin D, plus fresh fruit on top. Within months, her results improved, and she said, "I finally feel like my food is doing its job again." That's exactly what we want. Simple swaps that make a big difference. So, the key takeaway here is this: not all yogurts are created equal. Avoid low-fat, flavored, or heavily sweetened yogurts. Choose plain, full calcium varieties, preferably fortified with vitamin D. Add your own natural toppings for taste. It's a small change, but one that can transform your yogurt from a sugary snack into a bone-strengthening food your body truly benefits from. Now, let's move to the 4th mistake, one that's not about what's in your yogurt, but about something missing from your daily routine. Vitamin D and sunlight. Invisible partners. Your body needs to actually use all that calcium effectively. Many people focus on eating more calcium, but forget the silent partner that makes calcium work: vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't properly absorb or use the calcium from yogurt or any other food. It's like pouring water into a closed bottle. No matter how much you add, it can't get in. Vitamin D acts as a key that unlocks calcium's entry into your bones. It helps transport calcium from your digestive tract into your bloodstream, and then into the bone tissue where it belongs. Without it, the calcium from your yogurt mostly passes through your system unused. Here's the challenge. As we age, our ability to make vitamin D naturally through sunlight decreases. By the time we reach 65 or 70, our skin produces about 70% less vitamin D than it did in our youth. Add to that spending more time indoors, using sunscreen, or living in cloudy climates, and it's no wonder that vitamin D deficiency is so common among older adults. I've met so many people who take yogurt or calcium supplements faithfully, yet still struggle with brittle bones or slow recovery from small injuries. And when we check their vitamin D levels, they're low. It's not that their body isn't trying, it's that calcium simply can't do its job without its partner. So how do you fix this? The good news is, it's easy and safe. The simplest way is gentle sunlight exposure, about 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight on your arms and face. A few times a week is often enough to trigger your body to make the vitamin D it needs without risking sun damage. Early morning or late afternoon light is best. when the sun is gentle. If you can't get regular sunlight, or if your doctor has advised you to limit sun exposure, consider a vitamin D fortified yogurt or a small supplement. Ideally, after discussing it with your healthcare provider, look for yogurts labeled fortified with vitamin D3, as this is the most absorbable form. Combining that with the calcium already in the yogurt gives your bones exactly what they need, efficiently and naturally. It also helps to pair yogurt with foods rich in healthy fats, like a few slices of avocado, some nuts, or a bit of olive oil in your meal. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it absorbs better when eaten with a small amount of fat. This is why choosing a completely fat-free yogurt can sometimes make it harder for your body to use calcium effectively. Let me share a quick story. A 66-year-old woman I worked with was frustrated because she drank milk, ate yogurt, and took calcium tablets, yet her bone scan still showed no improvement. When we added a short morning walk 3 times a week and switched her to yogurt fortified with vitamin D, her results changed dramatically. "It's amazing," she said. "The only thing I changed was adding a little sunlight." That's how powerful vitamin D can be: small, natural, but absolutely essential. So the message is simple. Calcium and vitamin D must work together. Eat your yogurt, yes, but make sure your body has the vitamin D. It needs to actually use that calcium. A few minutes of sunshine or a smart yogurt choice can make all the difference. Now, in the next section, we'll uncover another mistake, one that's all about timing. Because even if you're eating the right yogurt at the wrong time of day, your body might not be absorbing calcium as well as it could. Even when you choose the best yogurt and avoid coffee, tea, and added sugars, there's one more factor that can quietly limit how much calcium your body actually absorbs, and that's when you eat it. Most people don't think timing matters, but for older adults, it absolutely does. As we age, our digestion slows down, our stomach acid levels drop, and many of us take medications that can interfere with calcium absorption. Eating yogurt at the wrong time of day or too close to certain medications can make it much harder for your body to use that calcium effectively. Let's start with mornings. Many people enjoy yogurt first thing after waking up, often on an empty stomach. While that's not harmful, it may not be the most efficient time for calcium absorption. In the early morning, stomach acid levels are still low, and without enough acid, the calcium in yogurt isn't broken down and absorbed as well. Another common issue is taking yogurt too soon after medications, especially thyroid pills, iron supplements, or osteoporosis drugs. These can bind to calcium in the yogurt and block both the medicine and the calcium from working properly. That's why most doctors recommend waiting at least 2 hours between these medications and calcium-rich foods. So when is the best time? For most older adults, the ideal time to enjoy yogurt is mid-morning or mid-afternoon, about 2 to 3 hours after a main meal. At that time, your stomach has enough acid to process nutrients, your metabolism is active, and your body can absorb calcium more efficiently. It also makes for a light, satisfying snack that keeps blood sugar steady. If you prefer yogurt in the evening, that's fine too. Just make sure it's not too close to bedtime, and avoid combining it with heavy dinners or certain nighttime medications. Eating yogurt too late, especially if you're prone to reflux or indigestion, can make your stomach feel heavy or disrupt sleep. Another point to remember: the body doesn't store calcium from one big meal to use later. It absorbs small amounts best throughout the day. So, instead of eating a large serving of yogurt once a day, try smaller portions twice daily, for example. One mid-morning, one mid-afternoon. This approach keeps calcium levels steady and supports better bone renewal over time. I once worked with a 71-year-old man who always ate yogurt right after dinner, sometimes just before going to bed. He told me he did it for the bones, but he also had trouble sleeping and mild indigestion. When we moved his yogurt to mid-morning and added a few almonds for healthy fat, his digestion improved and he felt lighter in the evenings. Sometimes, simple timing makes all the difference. So, here's the key takeaway. Calcium absorption isn't just about what you eat, but when you eat it, for stronger bones and smoother digestion. Enjoy yogurt at a time when your stomach is active, but not overloaded, ideally mid-morning or mid-afternoon, away from coffee, tea, or medications. When you get the timing right, that same bowl of yogurt becomes more than a snack. It becomes a daily tool for maintaining bone health, supporting energy, and keeping your digestion balanced. Now that we've uncovered all 5 mistakes, in the next section we'll put it all together, a simple daily plan that shows exactly how to enjoy yogurt, the smart way for maximum calcium absorption and stronger bones at any age. We've already covered quite a few eye-opening points, haven't we? And if some of them surprised you, that's a good thing. It means you're discovering how small, everyday choices can truly shape your bone health. If you're finding this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Just take a moment to tap the like button. It helps this information reach more people your age who might be struggling with the same questions. And tell me in the comments, which of these yogurt habits do you realize you've been doing? And what change are you going to try first? Your feedback always shapes what I share next. And of course, if you want more simple, science-backed health guidance made for your stage of life, subscribe to Senior Wellness so you never miss a step towards stronger bones and better energy. All right, now that you know what not to do, let's look at how to turn yogurt into a real daily bone-strengthening habit. Now that we've uncovered the 5 mistakes, let's turn them into 5 simple, powerful habits so your yogurt actually works for you, not against you. First, separate your coffee or tea from your yogurt. Enjoy your morning drink, absolutely, but give your body about an hour before eating yogurt. This small gap protects your calcium absorption and keeps both habits enjoyable. Second, let fiber and calcium work on their own schedules. Have your oats, chia, or high-fiber meals at one time, and your yogurt at another, maybe mid-morning or mid-afternoon. That way, your gut gets the benefits of fiber and your bones get the calcium they deserve. Third, choose your yogurt wisely. Go for plain, unsweetened, or Greek yogurt, ideally fortified with vitamin D. Avoid those colorful cups loaded with sugar and flavorings. If you like it sweet, add real fruit or a touch of honey yourself. Your body will thank you. Fourth, remember your sunlight. Just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle morning sun on your arms and face can help your body make the vitamin D it needs to absorb calcium. If sunlight isn't possible, a fortified yogurt or supplement under your doctor's guidance works beautifully. And finally, time it right. Your body absorbs calcium best when your stomach is active but not full mid-morning, or mid-afternoon are perfect windows. Avoid eating yogurt right after heavy meals or too close to bedtime. When you practice these 5 habits, you'll start to notice subtle but important changes: better energy, smoother digestion, stronger nails, and a sense that your body is actually using the nutrients you give it. The best part, you don't need to change your entire diet, just the how and when of one small food. Now, let's quickly separate fact from fiction, because when it comes to yogurt and calcium, there are a few persistent myths worth clearing up. Before we wrap up, let's clear up a few common myths I often hear about yogurt and calcium. Myth number 1. Greek yogurt is always better. Not necessarily. Greek yogurt is high in protein and low in sugar, which is great, but some brands filter out part of the calcium during production. So, check the label. The best yogurt is one that's high in calcium, low in added sugar, and ideally fortified with vitamin D regardless of the style. Myth number 2. The more yogurt you eat, the stronger your bones. That's a nice idea, but the body doesn't work that way. Your system can only absorb a certain amount of calcium at a time. What matters more is how consistently you eat it, and whether your vitamin D and timing are right. 2 small servings a day are often better than 1 big bowl. And myth number 3. Only dairy provides calcium. Actually, calcium is found in many foods like sardines, leafy greens, and fortified plant-based milks. Yogurt is just one of the easiest, most enjoyable ways to get it. So, let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. You now know the 5 small but powerful changes that can help your body truly use the calcium in yogurt and strengthen your bones from the inside out. First, separate your coffee or tea from your yogurt by at least an hour. Second, give your fiber and calcium their own time to shine. No more oats or chia mixed in. Third, choose plain, calcium-rich yogurt instead of flavored or low-fat versions. Fourth, never forget the sunshine. Just a few minutes of natural light helps your body activate vitamin D. And fifth, enjoy your yogurt at the right time of day, when your digestion is at its best. These may sound like small details, but they add up to real results. You'll not only help your bones stay strong, but also support smoother digestion, better muscle function, and lasting energy. Remember, healthy aging isn't about complicated diets or expensive supplements. It's about understanding your body and giving it what it truly needs, in simple, consistent ways. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it. It really helps this information reach others who need it too. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these changes are you going to try first? Don't forget to subscribe to Senior Wellness so you never miss future videos filled with practical, science-backed health tips made for your stage of life. Together, we can make each small daily habit a building block for stronger bones, steadier balance, and a more confident, active you. Until next time, take care of yourself. Enjoy your yogurt wisely. And remember, your body always rewards you when you treat it with care.